I'm at the Trump rally. It's like 2 o'clock. Rally, well, he starts speaking at about 7, so we're 5 hours out. Trump flag, Betsy Ross flag, excuse me. Colin might get triggered. I have been supporting him, but if I do get people to interview, I'm probably going to talk about some shit I disagree with. He's doing that facial recognition stuff for the Second Amendment. So people are giving up their freedoms, their liberties, just for a little security. Yeah, I think it's messed up. Other people might think it's messed up. Other people might just not know what he's up to. But they are considering it, and it's one of those things I don't want to consider. So, who are you, sir?
Patrick Petsche, running for State House, District 44, right here in North Carolina.
Cool. And where is that exactly?
Right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where the Trump rally's at. And right now the districts are being redrawn because the three liberal judge panel had ordered all the State House, State Senate maps to be redrawn within 2 weeks, and that was about a week ago.
I heard that.
So yeah. I don't even know who my constituencies are right now, but right now the District 44 is south of Bragg Boulevard, and the northern part of Hope Mills, the airport to Fisher Road.
Okay. There was one topic I was going to talk about that I usually agree with Trump on some stuff, but the Second Amendment stuff, have you heard about the facial recognition stuff he's doing for screening, or they're considering doing?
I haven't heard anything about facial recognition, but I could tell you my stance on the Second Amendment. It's no compromise. It's in the Bill of Rights. It's there to stay, and my belief is it's to be interpreted as the founders wrote it.
Yeah, that we have the freedom.
You have the right to own, buy any weapon you want for self-preservation, and remember, it's not for hunting. It's to turn on the government when it becomes tyrannical.
Oh yeah. See, that's part of the thing I don't like is you start giving up your freedom for a little bit of security because you're scared of just a complete random
You put rights and freedoms
act.
into categories. That's a way for the government to put it on a chopping block. You categorize rights, then they parse them up, take it away. They're doing that right now with free speech as well.
Oh yeah.
There's no such thing as hate speech.
It was
the
actually
right to be offended.
Well, I was in Hong Kong. I keep bringing it up. They used to have freedom of press.
Mm-hmm.
A week before I went, they actually got rid of it because of all the protests. So technically, what I did was illegal, right? And I'm trying to take full advantage of this freedom of press stuff that we have here to help get the word out that I don't want their facial recognition stuff. They even have shoe recognition now. I mean, it's because technology is getting to a point, it's so advanced, I could recognize you from your shirt or that pen.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't want that to stop me from getting a gun, being able to protect myself.
Right.
And I also don't like that they're using that as like, so many people want to get rid of guns. I don't want them to use such a polarizing thing that so many people like agree with, to implement something that they could implement like that to buy
I'd be totally against that. You know, part of our Constitution is the right of privacy. I'm for the entire Bill of Rights. And as conservatives, sometimes we have the debate in our party between liberty and security. Really, in my view, if you have liberty, security comes with it. As Ben Franklin said, though, if you go security route, then you don't have security or liberty.
Yeah, you don't deserve to have either if you're going to give up one.
So, as a conservative who is an originalist, who believes in the original intent of the Constitution, I'm 100% liberty because I care about your security.
Right.
And part of that is the right of privacy.
It's a huge thing, but, you know, you don't need to give up your privacy for security just because you're scared of just completely random act of complete nonsense, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what other stances do you have?
Well, right now, really big with me is criminal justice reform. We really need to look at the North Carolina statutes where 16-year-olds for nonviolent crimes are automatically put into the adult system. We're the only state in the union that does that, where 16, 17-year-olds are charged as adults. And then
even for murder? I mean, do you agree with it for certain charges, or is it just
for nonviolent crimes?
Okay,
they should be charged just as their age indicates.
What's a serious
juveniles?
Nonviolent crime, though? Well, like drinking and driving.
I don't want My point is, as a Christian conservative, I believe in second and third chances. I don't want 16, 17-year-olds being put in prison for 20 years for smoking a joint, making a mistake.
Well, my argument with drinking and driving is that's potentially violent. That could potentially kill
It will
someone.
never be legal to be under the influence of any substance and get behind the wheel.
But should they be charged as an adult in that situation?
Felony DUI, yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right. That's just my one question with that. Because while if you just get pulled over for erratic driving or whatever and you're intoxicated, that doesn't sound violent. But that has the potential to end
It does.
multiple
You're
people's
absolutely
lives.
right. And that will never be legal. And that will never be okay. And that will be strictly enforced.
Okay, cool. So, again, a little bit about yourself, if you want to go into it. Or
Yeah, Patrick Petsche, District 44, right here, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Look me up. www.patrick4, as in the word 4, nc.com.
I can edit her. If you want to remind me to
What
say
is
something,
it?
I can just edit this.
You can go donate.
He wants.
Go to the website, donate. Anything helps. $20, $50, $200, $5. Yes, anything helps.
It could be like the old Metropolitan Museum. Even if you give them 5 cents, help them out. Get them in there. So
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
So that's his second time running. He ran in 2018, and I guess he's running against a Democrat this time. I'm not sure what that means. I can look that up later. Put some stats on the screen for you, and yeah, help him win the district, man. What sucks is you can't just go, "I hate communism," and have people believe you, because of how often all those new age commies just lie. "I hate communism," and then you come to find out they're full-blown Bernie supporters or Andrew Yang gang members. You know what I mean? So it's tough. That's why I'm glad I had that Hong Kong footage. I had to show them, I was just in Hong Kong supporting those protests. So I got something to clarify. Hey, I'm not just some fucking random guy from the day. I'm trying to do this shit for real, you know what I mean? So, getting the word out. Well, here's right by the entrance. They got a bunch of booths. It was a little different in Greenville. They had like a little shopping area to set up some trailers and stuff. This is just, it's a little more podunk, but it doesn't really matter.
What's your question?
Have you heard about, now I'm a Trump supporter, but have you heard about what he's trying to do to regulate the Second Amendment stuff with the facial recognition?
Well, the thing about all that is president don't make laws. President does executive orders. He's not doing a Second Amendment executive order.
His
If you're
cabinet's
hearing
considering
something, I know, but that's apples and oranges. I mean, you can't,
Yeah, but-
just because propaganda is out there, it don't mean that he's not starting it himself. I ain't saying it's
If you never
enemies.
heard about it and they're just trying to slide something so big as to get rid of all
The
your
NRA,
privacy.
NRA wouldn't let that happen without it hitting the news.
Well, I hope not.
Neither would OAN.
Well, obviously it hit the news. I know about it. But I'm
I know,
also
but
trying to help people be informed, because I was just in Hong Kong last weekend for the protests. Not only do they have facial recognition over there, they have shoe recognition, they have shirt recognition. They'll find you wherever, whenever, however. And once that gets slid into one system here, especially something like, the Second Amendment, something huge, they're not going to stop implementing it for everything, for all of your
Oh,
crime.
I'm actually on board. I think we need to lose a little of our freedom. And Jefferson said it, I know. He said that anyone willing to give up freedom or liberty deserves neither one, right?
That is what he said.
So
I'm just saying,
with the level of terrorists out there today,
there's been terrorists trying to blow everybody up.
how do you
since
feel
the
about the
70s.
Comey investigation?
The Comey? I haven't looked into it that much.
You haven't heard about
See,
the Comey investigation?
No. I haven't looked into it that much. I didn't read any of the reports. I didn't read any of that stuff because
But what about
personally,
beforehand?
I
Did you think-
don't believe any of it. I don't believe that his reports couldn't be doctrine. I don't believe that he couldn't have been paid off. I don't believe that.
But are you a reporter or what?
Independent.
Blogger?
YouTube stuff.
So you don't think, I mean, when you're going to
No,
talk
I do
about
think-
the
I do
Second
think.
Amendment, you don't think a coup brought on by the FBI and Department of Justice is worse? Or at
Yeah, I don't
least
trust the government. That's why
at
I don't
least
want them
is
going through my
comparable.
facial recognition.
Well, but they don't even need that.
I'm more
if
for an
they
armed militia than a tyrannical government. I feel like people
Oh,
are
I'm
getting
not-
scared of like one
Don't
or
tread
two
on me,
shooters.
guy. I mean, boom,
One or
right
two
there.
shooters is scaring people enough to go ahead and get
Not
rid
me.
of their liberties, to go ahead and let them implement
Sure,
this stuff,
Walmart got rid of.
and then bingo, bango, bongo,
Right,
they're just going to implement it across the board. And I don't agree with that at all. I think that there are other ways to try to solve the problem than to go ahead and just get rid of security, get rid of privacy,
Right.
and just implement this nasty
I agree,
stuff.
but that's like further down the road than what's in front of us. I think.
It's sooner than you think, because they're already
But
considering
the other
it.
stuff's in our face now.
Think about his second term. That's only 2 years away. It's
Still-
probably implemented 2-3
I
years
mean,
from
look
now.
at what happened. There's not been any arrest for government abuse, abuse of power.
That takes a while
Well,
because of their stupid investigations, people being bought, sold, all that crap.
but
Because if you look at the Reagan
But then the
administration,
media,
more than half of them got locked up.
CNN said the other day, it's our right to lie.
Well, of course,
It's
they've
our
been lying the
freedom
whole
of speech.
time.
It's our freedom of speech. And as a journalist, isn't that like wrong?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not trying to lie to you.